The election is right around the corner, and what does this mean for your finances? Well, I'll tell you. So I've seen a lot of analysts that go back and forth, some saying that if Trump wins, this is going to be the collapse of the economy. Some are saying that if Biden wins, it's going to be the collapse of the economy. But nobody really knows what's going to happen. People are saying that you need to hold and wait. Don't buy investments until after the election. In addition to this, we have a stimulus check that's pretty much dead in the water now, officially as of today. So here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to watch out for post-pandemic and post-election. So let's jump into it. Oh, but real quick, can you just hit the like button? Just a little tap, just boop. Thanks. It really would help. So my first tip for you is watch out for gurus, because they're targeting you right now, and especially after the election. Now, why is that? They're targeting specifically people interested in finance channels like this, personal investing Instagram accounts, anything like that. They will be targeting you. So what are they doing? They're trying to sell you on their programs. These programs claim that they're going to give you a strategy, a surefire strategy. It can't possibly fail to make like $5,000 a week with minimal investment on your part, and this is going to be easy. It's going to be passive income. They're lying. Spoiler alert, what's really happening here, they're just preying on people who need money now, and it's especially heinous that they're going to be targeting people who are in poor financial straits as a result of the climate at large right now. So what are they going to do? They're going to charge you a monthly fee for their drop shipping course or for consulting course. And what they're hoping is that they're going to charge you this simple $20 a month or $50 a month program. And they're hoping you're just going to forget about it, because you get enough people to forget about this course, and they don't really need to deliver on much for you. They just need $2,000, but $2,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to what you're going to make.
Well, that's just good business.
But how are they doing this? They're going to help you set up a PayPal credit card so that you can buy a course you can't afford on the promise, the hope that you're going to make that money back. Is it really going to happen? Probably not. And they're kind of banking on the fact that it's not going to work. They just want to churn through as many people as possible. That's why they're advertising all of these courses. They don't make all of their money by drop shipping or by consulting. They make their money off of you. You are the product. The important thing to remember is that if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Okay, number 2. Don't assume that the government is going to give you a stimulus check. That's very, very dangerous. This is the government we're talking about here. They can't even pave roads. How are you going to trust them to give you more money? Now, is it possible that this will happen? Yes, it's possible, and I think that most likely there will be some kind of stimulus. It might not be the $1,200 check that we got earlier this year. Who knows what it's going to be. But what I know is that you should not be putting your personal finances on the line on the hope that your favorite candidate is going to save you. Don't enter into debt, and don't spend money you don't have assuming you're going to get this $1,200 or whatever it ends up being. That's dangerous, and it's reckless. The proper thing to do would be assume you're never going to get the stimulus check, and then if and when it does, now you have a little bonus on top that you can then invest or use to pay off high-interest credit cards. But you definitely don't want to make the assumption they're going to give you this money. Okay, number 3. I do not want you to panic with the stock market. The stock market might keep doing fine. It might collapse. Who knows? But here is what we know. If there is a collapse that happens in the next several weeks or the next month, you don't want to be that person that sells their stock out of fear after they've already lost a large chunk of money and then ends up buying the stock when it comes back up again. Because, spoiler alert, It most likely will. You have to have a steady hand and
Hold the line!
now that's not to say that you should do this with every stock. Some stocks are more risky than others. I'm talking about stocks with a proven track record that you feel you can trust. These are stocks that have already weathered storms in the past and come back from it. A company with a proven track record will come back, most likely. There's always a chance that any company, you could have Apple go out of business. It's possible Microsoft will go out of business. Is it likely? Probably not in the foreseeable future. I would go for stocks that are a reliable, steady investment. They're not exciting, and they're not a Tesla. They're not going to make you rich overnight, but they're also not going to make you poor overnight, and that's the key. If the storm does end up coming, hold and weather it. If you did that in 2008 with many stocks, you would have actually ended up making money. Take a look at this. What do we have here? We have the S&P 500. The S&P 500 crashed here, right? This was the end of the world. 1390 all the way down to like around 800, right? Take a look at that. Take a look at what it does then. Epic climb all the way up to $3,295. Guess what happened? It crashed in March again, and yet it keeps rising. This is what it's done since its inception. You can't beat the S&P 500. Here's an example of a specific stock, Procter & Gamble. In 2008, it crashed from $68 down to $45, right? So this was the end of everything. But guess what ended up happening? Look at this upward trajectory all the way up to above $120. It crashed earlier this year. It keeps going up. Any reliable and safe stock, this is what it's going to do. All right, guys, that's it for now. Let me know if you have anything else you want to see in the comments down below. And don't forget to demolish the like button for me. Hit subscribe and hit the little bing. And then I'll be getting you another video here soon. Peace.